My name's Monte Selby. I'm in Morris County, Kansas, working on a songwriting project with seniors around the county. This was funded with a grant written by the Historical Society along with the Arts Council, with the idea that we could capture in song stories about Morris County and the people of Morris County and what they have to say. One of the things that I grabbed onto as a hook was about this thing about the power of having your name in the paper. So one of the songs I wrote is actually this song called Name in the Paper, and I just tried to capture what they had to say, and they're both upbeat, energetic, really forward-looking, positive people, and I wanted to reflect that in the song.
Make sure every kid is in the paper, stuck on the refrigerator. Now or later, everybody needs their name in the paper.
Now, this is where it got interesting to me, because if you have the paper, everybody wants to advertise for free, and everybody wants to keep some stuff out, which I thought was just awesome. So I put this in. There's
those who beg us to include an article for public view, to advertise what they want read, and can we help the word get spread? Those who beg us, please, I'll pay you, don't report that I broke curfew, daddy doesn't need the scoop.
I came up with curfew. I was trying to think of something not too offensive, but I wanted a whole verse just on a couple of those stories you told me about.
Yeah, I think a couple we talked about was the high school teenager that got picked up for speeding and wanted to pay me $50 to keep it out of the paper because he didn't want his dad to know about it. And
yeah,
it was in the paper, I can guarantee you that. And the other one was the local businessman that didn't want his divorce in the paper.
Yeah.
You know, probably everybody knew about it or was going to pretty soon, but he was going to pay my son's way through college, but I paid for every penny of it.
Yeah.
We cover anything and everything, the simple and the social, the big event and what was spent, but always keep it local.
Well, as I'm singing this, another line that comes up about catching the things that happen, but the keep it local, I really wanted that to come through. I think this is going to resonate with a lot of people, even not from here.
Well, anybody that's been in a small community will be able to associate themselves with that. Everybody wants to get their name in the paper for the good stuff.
Yes, for the good stuff. At this point, I've had interview time with about 24 people, about 30 hours of just visiting and hearing stories. And that has resulted in 10 songs at this point. I've got 24 hours to be ready to perform, and I'm anxious to play it for everybody because the stories have been incredible. I'm not even going to introduce this one other than to say I talked to Craig McNeil, and we talked about the paper, and he said, you got to talk to Joanne. And so I go to White City and talk about that newspaper, and this is just straight out of their mouths, except for I changed the example to not incriminate people they talked about.
We cover anything and everything, the simple and the social, the big event and what was spent, but always keep it local. Make sure every kid is in the paper, stuck on the refrigerator. Now or later, everybody needs their name in the paper. Seriously, thanks everybody. It's been awesome. Thank you.